the crisis remains. It doesn't only remain, it becomes worse. President, you went to Alexander and promised people 1 million houses. When we remind you that you promised people 1 million houses, you are going to say it's an insult. It's not an insult. Ke nnete. Le tsamaile lo botsa batho maka ba Alexander la re le tla ba fa 1 million houses. Le mamotlhale le ntlo e tia le shidi asanga ya gagiwa after we ile kwa president wa botsa batho maka wa re tlo ba fa dintlo. O tsamaile mo le minister Mkhunu la ya Giyane la fitla la botsa batho ba Giyane la re you are going to get water, and if you don't get water, action is going to be taken. What action? Minister Senzo Mkhunu is still a minister. If there was any action, it was supposed to be on him because the people of Giyane don't have water. Banu ba Giyane balaba mate, and you went to promise them water and you did not give them water. Here in Cape Town, you came here and established anti-gang unit. You said you are going to fight gangsterism here in Cape Town. After you left, the situation became even worse. Today, there are more police stations that are found here in the Western Cape, in Cape Town, which are involved in contact crimes. 4 out of 10 police stations in South Africa are found here, which are affected by drugs and gangsterism, which you said you formed a unit to deal with. You went to Mafike and called an imbizo and said the people must come and express themselves. Today, nothing has improved since you left Mafike. The people of Matlosana, Tswaing, Ratlo, Mafike, Madibe, and others do not have water, do not have dignified sanitation, and do not have roads, clinics, and clean parks. But because you make promises and fiction in your mind, these people are imagining their daily struggles. Mr. President, what is even more concerning is that even your 7th administration is characterized by fiction, supported by prepaid mainstream media. You continue with promises that you do not follow up on. Just recently, you went to the people of Kariega in Nelson Mandela Bay Metropolitan Municipality and promised them temporary houses in 30 days. After they suffered recent floods, these people are still waiting for houses. 30 days has gone and passed. Until we clarify the roles and intentions, we will never support this budget vote 1 on the presidency because it is a waste of government resources. A lot of money is being spent on useless things instead of redirecting those resources into the projects that are beneficial to the people of South Africa. We don't understand. Why did you take intelligence and put it in your office instead of going to take the water crisis project of Hammanskraal and make it a presidential responsibility and deliver water? Let that water crisis sit in the office of the president if you mean it. We don't have a crisis of intelligence. That thing is imagination. The crisis is water in Giyane. Why is water not in the office of the president? Because that's what we are faced with. Why is crime not in the office of the president? You have something called evaluation and monitoring, which can monitor itself. How can it monitor other ministries? It has got no capacity to monitor itself. So we are making a call that instead of having these useless departments in your office, bring police in your office, because crime is a serious issue in South Africa. Children are being killed, women are being raped. Those are matters that the president should be occupied with and be worried about. Not this thing of wanting to be with your faction in your office, even when it is not helpful to you. Let's take serious responsibilities into the office of the president. Let us reduce the cabinet and do away with deputy ministers. What you did to Honorable Sihle Zikalala is painful, that thing. When you see Sihle sitting down on a chair and that white man of a minister sitting next to him, instead of just removing Sihle and closing that deputy ministry, you humiliate him in a manner you have done. Deputy ministers do not have a role to play. They are unnecessary. We put a lot of money in the offices of deputy ministers who are not even known by anyone. They walk around with bodyguards and people start asking themselves as to who is this one now with bodyguards. So we can save a lot of money by reducing cabinet, by removing deputy ministers. President, nalwena reatlompana ibile rinna pleke ti nalwena refitari ya go each other's house reaka mautu. We don't need cabinet we don't need parliament to make an appointment. When we want to see each other, we have done so before. And I criticize you even when it is just the two of us. I'm not criticizing you here because I see these honorable members of parliament. We will continue to engage each other robustly. You asked me a question and said, where were you? It was biologically impossible for me to be there. So don't question me. Go and question my mother and my father why I was not there. But when the time came, I showed up. And when the time came, I never sold out. When the time came, I was never a collaborator. I came at an early age and nothing will remove me. Attempts were there to silence me with the story of being disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. I engage robustly. A ke rapeletse boroko ka o budulala. Nna a ke tshabe motho, ke tshaba maka, ke bolela nnete. Mmuso wa dinonyana o tlowa in less than 2 years. Auwe mmuso wa dinonyana, auwe!
Honourable members, order. Honourable Malema, I did allow you to go over your time, so the 1 minute 40 seconds will then be taken from the next speaker from the EFF. I now invite